Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I made this creamy, delicious Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is just a thicker version of the normal yogurt that we all know about. So I'm going to be using powdered milk. I'm using Dano cow. You can use any other milk of your choice, but this is what I've been using and it has always worked for me. Into a clean bowl, I'm going to be measuring out 5 cups of powdered milk. This is the cup I'm using and this is 1 cup. This is 1 cup. Also ensure that the cup you're using to measure your powdered milk is what you use to measure out your water. Also ensure that you are using very clean equipment, your bowls, your hand wicks, everything has to be very clean. So because I'm making Greek yogurts, for 5 cups of powdered milk, I'm going to be diluting it with 6 cups of water, 4 cups of hot water and 2 cups of room temperature water. While measuring my powdered milk, I already have my water boiling on the stove top. The reason why I'm going to dilute it initially with 4 cups of hot water is just for you to dilute the powdered milk very well. If you follow through my steps very well, there's no way you're going to make mistake in making your own yogurt at all. It is very easy to make. Just follow through with the steps and you're going to get it perfectly right. So now I've measured my 5 cups of powdered milk into the bowl and I'm going to be adding in 4 cups of hot water. After adding 4 cups of hot water, grab your whisk and whisk it very well. You want to whisk it till everything is fully dissolved. You don't want lumps in your milk. At this point, your milk will be foamy on top, which is perfectly fine. You don't need to boil your milk on fire. You don't need to boil your milk on fire. It is not necessary. Just add your hot water into your milk and you're good to go. And into this milk, I'm still going to add 2 cups of room temperature water just to cool down my milk because we don't want to use hot milk. If you use very hot milk, it's going to kill the culture you are going to introduce to the milk and your yogurt is not going to form. If you use very cold milk or if you use milk that is not warm, your yogurt will not form because the culture needs a warm temperature to thrive. At this point, I'm adding in the 2 cups of lukewarm water. I'll continue whisking till everything is thoroughly dissolved. Till everything is thoroughly dissolved. No more lumps of powdered milk. So if you dip your finger into the milk and the hotness is bearable, just know that you're good to go. If not, you need to allow it to cool down a bit more. So I'm using a store-bought milk that has live culture in it. The live culture is the bacteria we need to form our yogurt. So if you are getting a store-bought yogurt, you need to get the one that has a live culture in it. I'm going to scoop out half cup of that yogurt and I'm going to dilute it with warm milk. Then I will pour it into the milk and mix everything together thoroughly. Please at this point kindly give my video a like, a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, this is the time for you to click on the subscription button. It is very easy to do and it doesn't take time and it's totally free. Please and please kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you. After pouring in your cultured milk, cultured yogurt into the milk, grab your whisk once again and whisk it very well till it is evenly distributed. After whisking it well, I'm going to be transferring the warm milk into my bowl. Cover that up very well because you don't want any spillage of your milk. And then I'm going to wrap it up with a cloth. You can wrap it up with a towel. I decided to use a cloth. And I'm still going to put it inside a thick nylon. The reason is because we want to keep our milk warm throughout the incubation period. You don't want your milk to become cold. After wrapping it up very well using the cloth and the nylon, I'm going to now transfer it into my cooler. If you don't have a cooler, you can slightly light your oven that you used to bake. You can light it up for a few minutes, off it, and then put it inside. Don't leave your oven on. So into my cooler I have some warm water which I already put in some bottles, plastic bottles, still for the cooler to remain warm throughout the incubation period. I'm going to cover that up and I'm going to allow it to sit quietly in a corner for 6 hours. You can decide to leave it for longer. You can decide to leave it for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. The longer you leave your yogurt, the more sour the taste is going to be. So after 6 hours, I'm bringing out my yogurt and it is completely set. And voila, we have our Greek yogurt ready and staring us in the face. So I have some whey protein, some whey water on top of the yogurt which I'm going to scoop out. The whey water is highly proteinous and it's very good for the body. Yeah, it's good for the body, good for your gut health and all that. So I'm going to scoop it out and I'm going to drink that later. It's actually very delicious. Now I'm scooping out some of my Greek yogurt. Can you see how thick it is? Can you see how thick it is? That is exactly what I want and that is what I got. At this point you can decide to sweeten your Greek yogurt. You can decide to dilute it with more water if you want. You can decide to sweeten it with any sweetener of your choice. Maybe sugar, maybe stevia, maybe honey, any sweetener you use. At this point you can decide to sweeten it, but I prefer to leave my yogurt this way. I think it's actually sweet like this. I don't need to add any sweetener. I love it. I love the taste the way it is like this. Can you see how creamy and lush it is? At this point, I'm going to be saying thank you very much for watching my video. Once again, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.